Madam Speaker, I really, though I am a co-sponsor of the bill, I really don't know how to vote on this because I'm not sure whether or not we protected ourselves sufficiently against something like this happening to us.
Senator B.J. Cruz this morning wanted answers from the Chamorro Land Trust Commission's director, Joe Borja. In addition to Borja's testimony about Bill 43, Cruz wanted to hear why the Land Trust approved a development plan for a 100-acre stretch of land near Andersen Air Force Base, despite concerns the land could be subleased to the military, which has expressed interest in putting a firing range there ahead of the relocation of Marines to Guam. But Borja was in a conference with the governor and found himself arriving late to the session, only to have lawmakers deny him a chance to speak.
I'm just trying to find out from Chamorro Land Trust whether there's any protection in there in the event that the military decides that it wants to lease this land and the raceway, and the military is willing to pay top dollar for it. Who gets the money? Does the developer get the money for lost income, or does the people of Guam? And the timing of this is really interesting.
The development plan, known as the Guam Rocks Project, calls for residential construction and installing infrastructure in this area near the Guam Raceway. The Land Trust Commission approved the project in a meeting last month. After he finally arrived at the legislature, Borja said he was unaware of any objections to Guam Rocks by the legislature.
Well, we had several public hearings on that. We had the hearing, the commission meeting, and then we actually had a hearing down here at the legislature public hearing room, and I didn't hear any objections, or none of the senators actually objected to it. There were several senators in the room at that time, but we did have two quote-unquote hearings on it.
Borja adds that while the military has suggested the Guam Rocks site could serve as a firing range, it has yet to submit any official plans for the land. Meanwhile, he says it is unlikely the land use bill debated today would ever give lawmakers oversight of the Guam Rocks project because it might not apply retroactively. Stefan Sebastian, PNC News.